Okay, we'll call the meeting to order at 11. Please stand and join us for the pledge. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Waiting. Please call the roll. Present.
Present. Present.
Okay. Before we move on, if you want to, we'll jump ahead and let the sheriff's office give the report, so you can be somewhere you have to. There it is. Now it is.
Good afternoon. For the month of March, we had 1,035 calls for service. From that, we had about 270 traffic stops, 237 warnings, 40 citations, 3 OVI arrests, a total of 13 arrests, and 17 new investigations opened up.
Okay. That's it. Thanks. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the March 16th, 2026 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Summary of the work session, please.
Today, during the work session, we discussed at length the nuisance abatement program and additional meetings coming up this summer, the point of sale program and the additional work that needs to go into that. We discussed the single hauler meeting and recapped the meeting that we had last week, as well as the outrigger property that we are getting ready to transfer to the adjacent property owners in that area. Fire department did not have a report. Service director discussed Vassar Drive and our plans moving forward with the concrete and landscaping located in that area. And the zoning director discussed the township park zoning violations, the Ohio Glass building, and our upcoming trip to ICSC.
Okay, thank you. Is there any old business from the floor? Is there time to speak with anybody? Any old business? Okay, hearing none. Any new business to discuss? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. Lake County Sheriff's Office gave the report. Department report, Service Department.
Not to add, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Fire Department.
Nothing to add, Mr. Chairman.
Zoning.
Nothing to add at this time, Mr. Chairman.
Law Director is excused. Administrator.
Nothing additional other than I have the contract. It may be subject to correction after the law director reviews it.
Okay. So Fiscal Officer, who's the pro temp?
I believe it's me.
Okay, so do you want to go ahead and
Mr. Chairman, make a motion to approve resolution 2026-044 to certify cleanup costs for 74 Hawthorne Drive in the amount of $304.
for a second? The motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, trustees, so let's talk and recap the trash.
The first one.
Well, do we want to do that first before we go on? Okay, yeah, so we'll first resolution. Resolution 2026-045 to approve payment to MES Company in the amount of $21,540 for turnout gear in the fire department.
Make that
Discussion? No, is there a motion to approve?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so before we go on to number 2, we'll just kind of recap and everything we talked about. Obviously, the after that information session, the desire for some level of brush drop-off is important in the community, and I think there needs to be a balance, obviously, between, and I think based on what we've all just said and heard, that balance between working on reducing some of the expenditure, but also providing some of that service. So I think the proposal that I think we're going to move forward with and vote on, rather, is based on the input from the service department, is that for April and May, we will keep the brush drop open. The first 2 weeks of April will be still Wednesday and Saturday, so tomorrow and Saturday. And then moving forward, we'll alternate. 1 week will be Wednesday, the following week will be Saturday, and we'll continue that through May. So we'll have essentially, how many days is that in April? based on calendar.
Including this week?
Including
Yes.
this
5 days in
week.
April.
So 5 opening days in April, so it'll be essentially, and then we'll have 4 open days in May, so we'll alternate Wednesdays and Saturdays, hearing especially that when Wednesday is busy, we'll make sure we keep those Wednesdays. In the summer, we're then gonna keep it open for 2 days, proposed to keep it open 2 days a week,
month.
one Wednesday and one Saturday.
2 days a month.
2 days a month rather. One Wednesday of the month, one Saturday of the month. That still gives the option, but based on what you were saying, that's our least frequented time is during the summer. So that'll still give an option to be able to bring those branches and such, and any other you want to move, and that'll run through September. And then in October and November, we will go back to 4 times for that month. And this year, we will still do the leaf pickup curbside township operating that this year. So that'll still essentially provide plenty of opportunities for brush drop off, still provide that curbside leaf pickup. We're currently in the works with a private company located in the same area that moving forward in 2027, there will be some more, hopefully, availability and option for no-cost resident brush and yard waste drop-off to give them an option if they do not want to subscribe to the trash service. So there still will be service available in 2027, but that the details of that are still to be worked out, which we will do in the probably January, December time to prepare for 27. So in 2026, remainder of it, to recap, we'll still be able to provide 5 days in April, 4 in May, 2 in June, July, August, and September, and then in October and November we'll go back to alternating Wednesday and Saturday, and that kind of mimics some of what other communities, townships around us do. And then we'll do that leaf pickup in
One in November, one in December.
1 in December, and then we'll still do the tree pickup. And the tree pickup won't be a set date though; it'll just be throughout the week. Put them out. That way, we're not adding extra man out. We're just pick them up as we see them out, and we may even come up with a form that we know they're at that address. They can just submit through the app or the website, so we know that address needs picked up. So we just add it to a list as we're out in that area. So I think that proposal gives us a good balance of still providing a much, for the ones that use it, a desired service, while still helping to reduce some of the overtime and cost expenditure for this year, and it's a good balance. And then contract-wise for the trash hauler, the proposal is we'll bring this resolution up and vote on it for approval is awarding the contract to Major based on that weekly yard waste and bi-weekly recycling, and then the tag program for the if they don't want to do a monthly garbage, they can use the tags to pick up those 3 bags as needed.
And the recycling and yard waste are optional.
Yeah, those
add-on
are optional.
services. It's not a
It's
required.
not a
And they
required.
can even opt out completely if they want to do their own. Some people are already doing
Yeah,
their
and you
own.
can opt out of everything if you so choose. If you have somewhere else that you would take that. So I think that gives everybody enough options, and by going bi-weekly recycling, that gives everybody the recycling, reduces the cost a little bit more, and then also will reduce another truck on the road on those other those weeks, which is part of the initiative. So I believe that that'll be the balance, and that's kind of what the proposal is. So we'll bring that up to look at that, but I think that that's something that everybody found amenable, right? Okay. All right. So resolution 2026-046, enacting a single trash recycling and yard waste provider for and entering into a contract with Major Waste Disposal Services to provide Painesville Township with exclusive residential services for trash removal, recycling, and yard waste services per the terms of the contract dated April 6, 2026. Discussion?
None.
I mean, everybody's good with the proposed, gives a balance, right?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Did we
and
had
Mr. Chairman, I think one thing I guess we didn't really talk about, or the specific of, I think in the PowerPoint in the meeting we had last Wednesday, we showed the weekly recycling cost. It looks like that was $8 a month for weekly recycling. I know you said a reduced rate if we go bi-weekly. People may ask, so the monthly cost, if we going with the bi-weekly pickup, is $4 per month. It just might be a question people had, so.
All right, so let's just recap that too before I bring it up. So just the costs. Trash is going to be
17.
$17 a month for trash pickup. Weekly yard waste is $6.
Yes.
Weekly yard waste will be $6. Bi-weekly recycling will be $4. And then the tag program, which again, 3 standard size kitchen bags. They'll deal with Major directly to get those tags. They'll get a tag when they have 3 bags. They can put them outside on the curb or in a can, and you will have that kept track, and the tag will be paid for. Okay.
And the cost per tag is $4.
$4 per tag, which essentially gets you 3 kitchen bags for that $4, and that's as used, right? Okay. All right. So that being said, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Chairman, I'll make that motion to approve.
I will second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Is there anything else?
Nothing.
Nothing else. Okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn at 11:12.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Do we want to reprint this so the pro temp can sign it since he's not here? Because it says fiscal officer. You can do that?